Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. We're jumping right in today, and I want to start by asking you a really real question. How often do you get home after a long day of back-to-back meetings, firing off, I don't know, 100 emails, staring at screens for hours, only to feel just completely exhausted, like you're physically sitting there on the couch, but mentally, you're entirely drained? It's a super common reality for so many of us today.
And honestly, this is the absolute core problem of the modern corporate grind. You probably feel like you're working these intense 10-hour days. You're constantly moving, your fingers are constantly typing, but then you look back and realize you never actually finished your most important tasks. So you're exhausted, but are you actually productive? Today, we're breaking down exactly why this happens and, more importantly, how to fix it. We'll be going over modern work pressure, the illusion of multitasking, working at a natural pace, focusing on quality, and finally, the engine capacity lesson. I promise you a clear, science-backed framework straight from our source material to help you escape this toxic loop of busyness and achieve actual career success without the burnout.
Okay, let's dive into section 1, modern work pressure.
So historically, productivity was always measured physically, right? Up until the mid-20th century, if you were a factory worker, your success was literally measured by how many cars you assembled or items you packed into boxes. And that was perfect for the industrial age. But modern knowledge work, things like IT, software development, marketing, it just doesn't have a physical product at the end of the hour. We are basically trying to measure modern work using outdated 20th century factory metrics. And because our work is so hard to measure now, we get trapped in this loop of endless digital tasks just to prove we're actually doing something. And because of this invisible nature of knowledge work, the pressure to just appear productive is absolutely immense. Get this. According to the source material, a staggering 32% of an employee's time is wasted just trying to look busy for their managers. Think about that. Keeping that little status dot green on your messaging app, replying to emails within literal seconds. It doesn't actually produce any real results, but it absolutely drains your mental energy. Now, work isn't the only source of our exhaustion. The source material points out something really practical here. Background financial anxiety plays a massive role in burnout too. Mitigating life's uncertainties is just crucial. Securing term insurance for your family's future or health insurance to prevent massive medical debt actually removes a huge, heavy layer of background stress. Using comparison platforms like Policy Bazaar allows you to easily compare top companies and secure that peace of mind, which, believe it or not, frees up a ton of your mental bandwidth for actual work.
Moving right along to section 2, the illusion of multitasking.
Here is a crucial point. Multitasking is a complete myth. I mean it. Human brains are not computer processors. When you switch from task A to task B, your brain doesn't just cleanly make the jump. Scientists actually call this attention residue. Basically, a part of your brain remains stuck, still thinking about that previous task. And this residue severely reduces your focus and just drains your cognitive energy when you try to tackle the new task. To put a number on just how damaging this is, research from the University of California shows it takes a staggering 23 minutes for the human brain to fully refocus after being interrupted. 23 minutes. Imagine getting pinged or interrupted 10 times a day. That is literally hours of lost focus. No wonder you feel completely squeezed dry by the time you log off for the day. Which brings us to the very first rule of slow productivity. Do fewer things. Now wait, this does not mean dodging your responsibilities. It means focusing efficiently on one single task until it is completely 100% finished before you even think about moving to the next one. By stopping that constant context switching, you preserve your energy and you actually get your work done faster. All right, section 3, work at a natural pace. You know, for thousands of years, human beings worked in seasons. Think about agriculture. You have these really intense harvest periods, and then they're followed by periods of deep rest. We are simply not biologically built to operate at 100% capacity 52 weeks a year like some sort of machine. The source introduces this brilliant concept of seasonal intensity. You basically design your work into blocks, a phase of aggressive focus and high energy, followed by a mandatory phase of rest or light work to recharge before you dive back into the next aggressive phase. But, and this is a big but, it's vital to clarify that a rest phase does not mean sitting on your couch, mindlessly doom scrolling on your phone all day. That actually drains you even more. True rejuvenation requires stepping away from the screens. It means actively recharging your mind and your body. We're talking nutritious food, prioritizing deep sleep, and engaging in physical activities like yoga or meditation. This is what actually prepares you for your next big phase of deep work.
Next up, Section 4. Focus on quality.
You've probably heard of the Pareto principle, right? The 80-20 rule. Well, in almost any corporate setting, 80% of a company's truly valuable results come from just 20% of its core tasks. The secret to slow productivity is to obsess over the quality of that 20%. You need to build your skills up so highly in your core area that your exceptional results easily overshadow any minor weaknesses you might have. Yet the data shows that modern workers waste up to 60% of their time on shallow work. You know the stuff: endless chats, useless emails, random administrative tasks. You really have to overcome the social pressure to just look busy. Stop letting that pressure force you to waste your absolute peak energy on shallow admin work. Instead, channel your best energy into your core results and push that shallow work to your low energy periods. Once you start delivering undeniable quality, trust me, that pressure to merely look busy completely disappears.
And finally, Section 5, the engine capacity lesson.
I love this analogy from the source material. Imagine two cars driving at 100 kilometers per hour. The first car has a tiny 800cc engine. To hit that speed, it is absolutely straining. The whole car is vibrating loudly and it's pushing its absolute limits. It is going to burn out fast. The second car, though, has a massive 2000cc engine. At 100 kilometers per hour, it's cruising smoothly, effortlessly. It can sustain that exact same speed for a lifetime.
So, the absolutely crucial question is this: are you the 800cc engine or the 2000cc engine at work? The core ethos of our explainer today is that you must build your physical, mental, and knowledge capacity to be far greater than your current daily requirements. When you build up that extra capacity, your daily tasks suddenly become this effortless cruise rather than a desperate, vibrating strain. This right here is the ultimate secret to a long, incredibly successful career without breaking down.
Well, we've covered a ton of ground today, from shattering the illusion of multitasking to honoring your natural pace and really obsessing over quality. So I want to leave you with this provocative final thought. Look at your current work habits right now. Are you vibrating and straining just to keep up with everyone else? How are you going to upgrade your personal engine capacity starting tomorrow? Take these science-backed steps, redesign your workflow, and go claim your success without the burnout. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.